I cut off my father for 2 years, is it time to forgive? Trigger warning for people who deal with substance abuse and emotional abuse. I am 19, have not talked to my father. I'm 57 for over 2 years. My father is not a great man. He has made a lot of mistakes in life but never seems to learn from them. His mom, my grandma, was a smoker and didn't ever care about him often. He was an outlier in the family. His dad, my grandfather, he other hand left him when he was young. My dad didn't have the greatest upbringing and had been through a lot. Dropped out of high school to focus on *GS selling and doing them. He was arrested once in a sting operation where he did a few years in prison. Then met my mom. My mom is one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. She unfortunately thought she could fix him. They were together for a while until they had me. My father went back to prison for another few years and got released early due to good behavior. When he came back was even worse. He was a heavy drinker and would lash out at me, a 3-year-old, telling me to stand in the corner for doing nothing for hours while my mom and dad would argue. My dad would never hit my mom thankfully, but he's a big guy so it could have done some damage. He would emotionally abuse us. Until the age of 4 my mom left him and we started a new life. My dad has a way with people to think of him as a great person that can't do no wrong. My mom was scared of my father and I was too. I remember when social workers would come to my elementary school to ask what my dad did, but I said he didn't do anything because I was scared. So my mom didn't get full custody and I had to be with my dad a lot. Years go by with the same abuse. My father, who had stopped doing drugs at this time, turned to alcohol. He is an alcoholic that uses his anger out on people. There is multiple times I remember my father yelling at me for getting a B in middle school and breaking my desk and shelves. Throwing them not at me but in my vicinity. There is this one night though I will never forget. I had already ran away from home from my father, but this was one of the last times I never saw him again. He was drinking on New Year's 2021. He was out of his mind drunk and grabbed me and threw me. At 16 years old I was stunned, calling my mom to pick me up and never really saw him again. I was hospitalized for PTSD from the incidents and depression from that situation, and few years go by with no contact, but that hatred was still alive. Recently, with a lot of therapy, I have gone to lose that feeling of hate, but now more of a neutral feeling towards him. But still don't want to talk to him or see him. I am 19 now and it feels he still hold power over me because I won't let it go. He has reached out more and more since that day, but I don't know if I can see him again. I am doing good without him. Why do I need to have him in my life? Is it time to let go and see him or not see him, because I'm doing way better now without him?